did you want to start next?
Let's take off 3 Sundays.
Okay.
Let's take off 3 Sundays. So we'll take off Christmas, New Year's, and then the next Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll be my vacation.
Right? Does that mean we have next Sunday?
Yes. So next Sunday. So next Sunday we'll have class. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have class until Christmas.
September.
Yeah. So Christmas, New Year's, and then whatever the second Sunday of January we'll take off. Yeah. Yeah, weekend holidays. Yeah. Oh, and then next year it'll shift to Monday, and then it'll work its way through. Yeah, every year it moves one day. I think it's kind of how it works. Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody. So last week I was fighting with laundry 3 times. I didn't learn. 3 times ran out. I got soaked, and then yesterday I thought, oh, I could do it, because it was for the most part sunny, and I caught the one big rainstorm before I left the house. So put everything in, and then when I came back home I thought, oh, it's sunny all day, I can do my sheets, and then I caught the one drizzle. So this morning I'm like, we'll see. It'll either be all wet after class, or it'll be ready to bring it. Okay, extend the legs. Okay, so remember the way we're setting up our body, or frame. Right? So extend the legs and then slowly walk them back in, just where they're comfortable. And then you put your mind on the front of the 4 joints, right? The inside. Remember, it's really the inside of the joints. And the 5th place to think about is the small of the back, the Mingmen. Okay? So these are all important places. So these 4 points, these 4 joints, is Peng, is the structure of Peng. And it's the basic framework for our body, okay, which will apply to anything we do. It doesn't have to be the Tai Chi, the Qigong, the Kung Fu. It's the basic framework that your body will build upon, and we want that to be a ball, rounded. Okay, so just really make yourself aware of these four places, and that's the first part. And then the second part is learning how to activate the muscle structure. And starting with the legs, right? The legs will be the rooting, your stability, okay? And then slowly learning how to activate up here, these muscles up here. And then adding the Mingmen. And when you add the Mingmen is opposite the belly button, the smaller the back. That I kind of liken it to having an automatic air compressor. Right, but really gentle. So if you just think of that point, it tends to, especially if you're holding the ball or you're exhaling, you just think of that point and you can just feel it filling up a little bit more without doing anything else, and it allows you to relax. Okay? So thinking of these 4 points in the Mingmen helps to keep your shoulders down, your elbows down, helps to keep that basic structure, that basic frame rounded, and helps to keep it filled with Qi, helps to keep that flow. Okay. All right, so thinking of that with the feet there, okay, and then relaxing the legs, putting your mind, activating the front of the 4 joints, so you're rounded, the head suspended, throat is open. Nice deep breath, and thinking of the Mingmen while you do this first movement. So it's no longer just a stretch, but it's a small stretch, and you're starting to activate the Qi in your body, and you're creating that framework that everything else is going to be built upon. You're reminding yourself to relax and let go. You remind yourself to put that little sun in your chest, warm and cool, powered by the sun in the sky. Remind yourself to open your throat and sink the air down to your lower belly. Remind yourself to relax all the facial muscles, to smile into your heart. That quality, just thinking of smiling. And then remind yourself that you can project that smile outwardly to other people. You can project it to their heart. Relax the hips, relax all the joints. So as your hands come up, all the joints can expand and stretch in the lower upper body. The lower body is continuously falling and stretching into the earth. Breathe in from the earth. Press your toes gently into the earth and imagine your legs sinking a little bit heavy, sinking into the earth. Coming up from the back, over the head, down the front of the body, back into the earth. Breathing in as you come up. Imagine you drawing the chi through the legs, through the tailbone, the spine, over the top of the head, and back down the front of the body. Imagine it flowing inside of the bones, stimulating the bone marrow, stimulating blood production, bone production. Imagine the bones are alive, getting stronger and thicker with every breath. Imagine it flowing through every bone of your body. The legs, the hips, the tailbone, every vertebrae, the ribs, the shoulder blades, the scapula, right? The collarbone, the skull, the jawbone, the arms, the fingers. Every bone of your body is being stimulated. Come up from the side. Imagine you looking far away at the mountain. Extend the fingertips. Still holding that structure, still holding the form of Pung. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Turn the head to follow the hand. When you come forward, feel your shoulder blades expanding forward. Shoulder blades and the front of the shoulder, the muscle in the front of the shoulder, working together. It's sinking into the hips, scooping down, filling up the whole body with chi. Deep breath and exhale and squeeze and twist. Slowly letting go so all the blood and chi can rush back into the muscles. Focus in the bones. Imagine you squeezing and twisting the bones, wringing them out, and then slowly letting go so all the blood and chi can flow back into the bones. And then twist all the ligaments and tendons between every joint, squeezing them out, and slowly letting go so all the blood and chi can flow back into the ligaments and tendons. Gently relaxing, gently letting everything go. Close your eyes. Just review all those basic things. Structure of Pung, right? That roundness that comes from thinking and lightly activating the front of the four joints, four major joints. Thinking of the Mingmen to help fill up your body with chi, to help maintain that light internal pressure. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, from the forehead, around the eyes, the side of the nose, the whole cheek area down to your jawbone and the jaws. Just let all that go. A little sun in your chest, smiling. Releasing any tension in your neck and shoulders, letting your arms fall. Just thinking of the front of the shoulders. Allow the elbows to bend, the palms open, just the tip of the fingertips stretching, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, top of the head suspending the body, and the hips are relaxed while the legs sink a little heavy into the earth, and the feet are gently pressing and connecting into the earth. Every breath, your throat is open, your lower belly expands easily. It just naturally collapses, and if you want, you can squeeze all that air out, then relax and allow the body to naturally breathe in. Remember to smile and relax as you gently open your eyes, turn your palms to the front. And when you're ready, start breathing in and picking up your hands, right? Holding the structure of Pung. Breathing in, rotating your palms slowly. Relax and exhale. Tilt the sternum up. Hold that structure of the front shoulders, so preventing the arms from pressing too far out. Let the head fall and relax. Imagine it pulling gently on the spine all the way down to the tailbone. Right? Just like washing your face. Exhale, tilt the sternum up. Keep the roundness, and then your palms won't pass your knees. Let everything go. As you let it go, feel your fingertips and your palm opening and stretching. Look straight out to the mountain. Think of the small of your back. Feel the shoulders letting go. One more time. Just taking your time. And down. Relax. Number 2. One hand up, one hand down. Remember, the mind is on the arm that's down, right inside that shoulder here. Just thinking of that and that little holding. Okay? So breathing in and turning your head. Expanding the lower belly. And turning the head as much as you comfortably can. And exhale when you're ready. Washing through the forearm. Remember, you're thinking of the shoulder, front of the shoulder of the arm that's down. Holding it, just a little flex, and then letting go. Rolling the ball through the forearm. Smiling and breathing in. And exhaling when you're ready. And don't rush through it. Make the movement work for you. Remember to think of the small of your back, the Mingmen point. Okay, come back to center, right in front of the throat. Think of the Mingmen the whole time to keep that chi flowing. Right. Just a part of your mind on the Mingmen. Just feel your shoulder blades moving. And smiling from the heart. And let everything go. Just feel all the blood flowing down into your palms and the fingers. And then moving to our shoulder blades, shoulder joints. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try to let the shoulder blades to touch. And then pull them up, holding that stretch, and turn the palms out and down. The legs are still extended, reaching into the earth. And hold the knees straight forward. Still thinking about the front of the shoulder joints, but not worrying about flexing them or anything. Stretching, just stretching the muscles under the scapula. Pulling them and stretching them at the same time. Just taking your time. Let the elbows fold. One more time. And keep the fingers a little bit stretched, the fingertips pulling. All the way down. Slowly release and then do one side. Remember to keep the legs sinking into the earth, reaching and stretching into the earth gently. Let the body turn, let the head turn. Just keep thinking about moving the lower inside corner of that shoulder blade, whatever side you're stretching. And then forward, pull the shoulder blade forward and relax the head, relax the neck so it can turn and follow. Keep both feet flat on the floor. As you turn, the legs will move a little bit, so all the leg joints have to move. All the joints in the body are moving. Finish the movement. Relax a little bit and do the other side. Just take your time. And breathe. Breathe naturally. Come forward after about 3 times. All the way down, relax when you finish, and then back to front and front to back. Make sure you're turning the palms. Take a breath when you're done, okay, and then loose circles. And just let the arms flop heavy, winding right around the elbows. And then slow it down, and then put it all back together, breathing in as you come up, holding that structure of Pung, keeping the knees forward, allowing the legs to sink into the earth, keeping the shoulders rounded by thinking of the front of the shoulder, just flexing that muscle a little bit. You go through the movements, you can feel where it should relax and where it should flex, just naturally. You come down right here, you need a little bit more leverage, and you come up, it lets go a little bit. And it's about neutral, and then you start flexing that a little bit to hold that roundness as your arms come out. And right here, you can relax a little bit. And then turn the waist, add the waist turn to the movement. Palms can overlap right in the center of the body if you want. And try to look straight ahead so that the neck turns. Just keep staring right at the screen. That'll cause the neck to turn while the body is turning. Do one more time and then relax and take a breath. And then we move to the spine. Let everything go first. Okay, hold the ball when you're ready. And then slowly separate the ball. Right. As we advance through the warm-ups, you can see how we have to focus a little bit more on this muscle. Straighten out your body, relax the hip, let the legs sink into the earth, keep the elbows down and hold this round structure on the left and right side. You can stretch either the shoulder blades or you can expand inside of here, yeah? Inside that pectoralis muscle. That's the chest muscle. Take a deep breath and expand. And let go when you're ready. Remember, go at your own pace. Allow the fingertips to stretch while relaxing the finger joints. Keep the palms right in the center. Just flexing those pectoralis muscles a little bit. Allowing the shoulder blades to stretch. Legs are sinking into the earth. Imagine every vertebrae releasing, the lower back releasing, the hips releasing. Relax the neck so the cervical can release. Take a deep breath and expand. Then exhale when you're ready. Drop the elbow straight down. Stretch the fingertips and roll the ball through the forearms. Wash the pericardium. And breathe in. Continuous. And exhale when you're ready. Breathe in right where the palms pass each other. Okay, but if your timing is off, don't worry. Just take an extra breath as you need. But try to feel the warmth of the palm as it passes each other, as it passes the forearm. Just imagine you rolling that ball through the forearm, all the way from tip of the elbow through the fingertips. One more time and then we'll do our spirals. Stretch first and then drop the elbow and turn the palm back and turn the waist. And the bottom hand washes the outside. And turn the waist and then you lift and you fall. Take a deep breath and then exhale as you spin outwards. And then breathe in and exhale as you release that. Turn and twist. Right where the palms pass, right here, you start breathing in and exhale. You take your time on the breath. Relax the neck and then right here, breathe in and then exhale. And relax the waist, relax the neck. Just allow it to turn. Feel your body winding up and then releasing. Tuck your elbow as you release and turn the waist. Let go. Do one more time and then we'll come back to center. Slowly feel how that spiral is coming out. Come back to the heart when you're ready. Again, smiling, expanding. Think of the Mingmen point, small of the back. Just feel the shoulder blades moving. Do 3 times. Turn the palms up and down when you're done and slowly turn to one side. Still allowing the spine to turn, but a little gentler than the previous spiral. You can think of it more as a warming down, a cooling down movement. The last movement, it's so much stretching, the spiral can get really intense. Let the waist turn, let the head turn. Do one more time each side. And then when you're done, do 3 open and close at the solar plex level. Remember, solar plex, tilt the sternum up, look far away. Look far away, create just like a wedge coming out from your chest. You're just splitting anything in front of you. Okay, and palms down, slowly. Okay, press one leg into the earth, sink into that hip, and then the other leg will release. Bring it back, and change and sink. Press that leg on the earth and then sink into the hip. Okay, then release both legs, just resting. And then gently start pulling the chi up with your hands so your legs are resting. Just focus on the palms, pulling the chi up and guiding it down. Top of the head suspended. Nice deep breath flowing, open throat, flowing down to your lower dantian. Let everything go, finish the move. One more time. As you come down, start pressing both legs into the earth. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And then sink into one leg and sink into the hip. And as the other leg releases, right, start the stepping movement forward. And then transfer, press the leg into the ground first and then sink into the hip joint. And then slowly press the back leg and then start sinking into the hip joint. Okay. Don't pick up the leg until you feel it release. You'll release if you sink all the way into that joint. Make sure your toes are contacting the earth too, relaxing the ankles and just sinking into the hip joint. One more time each leg. We're actually warming up the hip joint, the pelvic area. Come back to center. Drop one knee to the side. Turn the opposite way and inhale as you turn and reach. Finish the breath. And then remember, you're going to flex the pectoralis muscle from the hand that's reaching out further. And then relax and come back to center, drop or take a bigger step if you want. But you can experiment. You can flex both sides equally or flex the left or the right and see what happens. Sometimes it just depends what you're trying to, or what your application is. It doesn't have to be the left side or the right side with each movement. Just have to experiment with it and see what happens. And one more time and we'll come back to center. Focusing deep in your body in the lower dantian, the lower energy center. 3 times today. Filling up the Mingmen point. Just thinking of the Mingmen point, especially as you breathe in. And then just holding that thought. Okay, loose fists resting on the hip. Let everything go first. Take a breath. And then slowly start pressing one foot into the ground. And then sink into that hip joint. And as the other leg rises, Opposite hand and leg. Okay, and stretch all the way. Press the heel all the way out and press the knee down and then lift. Right? You have to hold that press. And then slowly transfer to the other side, right? Sink into here. You have to hold that sink. Oops, sorry, hold that sink. But just take your time so you can focus on holding that, just pressing and holding that down. As long as you're holding this down all the way, then the other leg will just float. When you feel the hip release, that's when you know you can pick up the leg. Turn the waist. Stretch the toes. So we're also warming up the ankle. So not just we're doing the hips, the knees, and the ankle now all together. One more time each side. And then we'll come back to center, and then we'll finish up with the ankles. Hold the ball right in front of the heart, right? Smiling. Remember, sun in the chest and smiling. Remember, think of the Mingmen. You have to hold the Mingmen the whole time, and you have to sink into one side. So press one leg into the earth and sink into the hip, and holding that while the other leg can easily rise and fall, and you can flex the ankle. Relax the upper body while holding Pung. Just the structure of Pung. Do one more time and then slowly switch. Right, put the foot down and slowly transfer, press and then sink into the hip until the other side releases. Heel and toe first. Check that the upper body is relaxed. Just nicely rounded but relaxed. One more time and then we'll switch small toe, big toe. Right, but get the leg to release first. Small toe, big toe. So just hold this side down, just pressing, sinking into this hip, and then this leg will release. One more time, and then switching, and come down, find the ground, and press down first, and then sink into the hip. And just hold that there the whole time. You have to just sink and hold that, and then the other leg will release. Oh, sorry, small toe, big toe. I was doing small toe and heel for some strange reason. I focus so much into here. I don't know what's going on with my foot. Okay, just slowly finish. Let that go. Okay, and then hold the ball, lightly hold the ball, and then pull the heels up. So a little bit more relaxed than normal, right? Because we really want to focus on just pulling the heels up. But this will help to activate. So you're holding the structure of Pung even while we're doing this. Right? Slowly focusing on that. Yeah, let it go, and then we'll do one more time. Oh, I just had this panic that I turned my recording on. I think I did. Okay, relaxing. Oh, weather's finally changing, but not enough. I'm still getting young Pakalana shoots coming out. And I was out there trimming, and normally I'd just be trimming all the all the young shoots that come out and the flowers come out. Usually those are the ones that die back. So I cut some of them, and it's still green inside. Wow, what's going on? Yeah, it's just It's still so warm. We're gonna have a warm Christmas, I guess.
I
And
have Stephanotis still blooming.
oh yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
That's nice.
Nice though.
Oh, and it's still so humid. The other day was so humid. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Like, what's going on? Then I realized this it's storm systems here. It gets humid and warm. I said, oh, that's right.
I'm thinking, is it human error that we just don't calculate it correctly, and so it's naturally, getting hotter as we consider it winter, but it may be we just miscalculate how we do our timing.
I mean, naturally over history, the world goes through cold age and defrost. But yeah, we're definitely speeding up. It's amazing how people are finally accepting how humans have accelerated climate change. Yeah, and it's scary when you hear about the projections. They're talking about 40 years, right? Drastic changes. I mean, yeah, something has happened, and as it gets warmer, then that accelerates it too. Yeah. So if you want to anxiety, go and research the Arctic and Antarctic, how fast the ice is melting, yeah, and the changes it's affecting in the wildlife and other things. Scary.
Right? East used to be forest before.
Yeah.
So that's why we've been doing a lot of planting here. I mean, we're just a tiny island, but if everybody did do it globally,
yeah, it's Right now they're having that. I forgot what they called it, but they're having that world conference. Yeah, about climate and such.
Conservation.
International. I forgot where it is. I think Biden was there, or I forgot. Yeah. I just hear it in the news every day on NPR. Okay, so if you think of here, right, round your hands, rest, and just hold your mind right in these 2 points, right, and just set lightly, just thinking about it, flexing the muscles, the pec muscles, and then slowly pick up your hands gently, as relaxed as possible, but just holding that point. Right, that's the ball, and then sinking into the hip, and everything will round a little bit. And then just let the elbows down, let the shoulders down, and then slight expansion. So this frame, this ball right here, anchored by these 4 joints, right? That's the frame we want in just about everything. So even if your hands are open, right, you just have to think about it so you don't lose that connection. Okay? So we do pung. Right, as I'm talking about pung, it's more symmetrical, but when we do this, right, we're still holding pung. So you can see that it doesn't matter where from the elbows and the forearms are, or from the knees where the rest of the leg is. It's what are you doing in these 4 areas, right? Are you holding the structure of these 4 major joints, right? And then how are you holding them? So the refinement is what muscle are you going, specifically where are you thinking? And the more you get it, then the more the structure will come out by itself. So understanding and creating this framework will apply to everything you do, not just the martial arts, not just the internal kung fu, but this is just the frame, the basic foundational frame for your body that everything can be built on. And then Mingmen point, opposite the belly button, Mingmen point. You just think about that point, and you can experiment, think about it, don't think about it as you're doing movements. And slowly as you think about it, you just feel that expansion, that light expansion will get nice and full. Yeah, it's interesting, it's just a neutral point. It's just an acupuncture point, basically. Yeah, not the muscle. Okay. And as you go through movements, you'll feel times where you feel like you have that surge you want to press. So when you feel that more strength movement coming out as light as it is, if you're thinking of fear, that's the time where this muscle here, this pec muscle, is going to want to flex a little bit to help push it out. So if anybody has done bench pressing, and if they were taught the correct way to bench press, not just muscling, these muscles, these pec muscles, are the first thing you activate before you even push the bar up. So as you start firming into the bar, right, you don't push from here, the first thing you're going to do is like squeeze these two muscles, right? And that's going to create that foundation, and then that has to hold while everything else is moving. So bench press, we forget because we're lying on our back pushing up, but really bench press, the movement is like this. And this is what we're talking about when it comes out. So if you're a power lifter, or even a bodybuilder, but you're doing extreme weights, right, then proper mechanics, that even for 1 more pound or half a pound, is extremely important. Because if you're lifting 500 pounds, right, you cannot afford any laps, or you just get crushed. So you have to hold this during the whole movement, right? From here, you lock over here, you're flexing here, and then you're holding this, right? The rest of the arm is moving, but you have to hold these muscles, right? And after you put the bar or somebody grabs it, then you can relax. So if anybody has done weights and bench pressing, you realize these pec muscles flexing, that's very, very important. So what we're doing is we're only isolating that muscle structure. Okay? And then same with the leg. So the leg is anchoring, right? It'll drive the feet into the earth, and you just have to relax and think of the feet just sinking into the earth. Okay? So legs is number 1, because that's our foundation. This is number 2, right? And I'm talking about activating the muscles, right? And then add the Mingmen point. Just remind yourself Mingmen point. All right, relax and get everything back in alignment. Breathing in. Right, so resetting your body before we do the set. Right, activating, being aware of those four points and the Mingmen to hold the frame, creating the frame of Peng, suspended from above, sinking into the earth, sun in the chest, smiling, relaxing all the facial muscles, letting everything go. Any distractions, acknowledge them, and then come back to our practice. Take 3 deep breaths and exhales before we begin. Imagine that clearing everything out in your body. And breathe normally. Make sure your structure of Peng is there, and then when you're ready, you start by breathing in and picking up the ball of Qi. Lightly thinking of the Mingmen point, and introduce that to your heart. Then rolling away and down. Bring the Qi into your body, washing the whole inside of the trunk, and all the organs, just flowing the Qi through the one, open and close. Single whip, turn to your right, turn and press towards the knee, just after halfway open. Continue to one sao. The right hand starts to fall. Okay, so this first one, you think of it as a preparation. Turn, turn, turn. And then you start counting from 1 here. If you do it that way and you do the standing, you'll match the standing. You'll understand. You understand why that was 1 and this is 2. Right, hold the structure of Pang, especially with your upper body, while you do 1 sao. Keep everything rounded, palms open. Come back to center, turn a little bit to the left so you can spiral back right into the open and close. And just think of the Mingmen point and feel it filling up the whole body. And then repeat from the left side. Turn and press, and then open just after halfway. So you figure out where halfway is for yourself. Right? So this first one is prep. Keep the palms open and expanded while holding the front of the shoulders. Number 1. The eyes following the top hand, scanning the mountain. 2. And 3. And relax the hips so you can turn. Come back to center, turning a little bit to the right as you spiral back, right into that open and close. Sternum up, right, thinking of that nice feeling. Number 7, brushing the knee. Turn to your right, to the right side first, breathing in and out. Just like a hot knife through butter, and holding the structure of Pang right here. Keep on turning, let the palms turn center. And then turn your waist, the left hand rises, slides through the right hand. Turn the waist, and then cradle the ball to your left. Right hand under the elbow. Holding Pang, holding the Mingmen. Turn the palm over. Cover. Goes right under the right. Wrist on wrist. Making the plus sign. Breathe in and grab. Exhale and squeeze both fists out. The right fist rises a little bit. Right in the center. And then release. Turn the body back center. Drop the elbows and draw and roll back. Gather. Compress into the lower dantian. Then lift the sternum and exhale. Smiling, hot knife through butter. And 1 open and close. 1 heart-lung Qigong. Just holding the Mingmen. And then repeat on the left side. Turn and slide the left hand straight up by the ear. Breathing in. Fingertip and exhale. Hot knife through butter. Think of the Mingmen point. Keep on turning. The palms turn. Fingers pointing straight, and then 45 to the left. Right hand sliding up. Hands right in the center. And shoot the left palm under the elbow as you turn. And parry left. Breathing in. And parry right while you exhale. Turn and right palm covers. Flips over. Under the wrist. Wrist on wrist. Turn 45. Left hand is pointing straight, right hand is perpendicular to the body. Breathe in and grab. When you exhale, turn. Squeeze the fist as you turn. Let the left fist surge forward and then release. Wrist on wrist in the center, drawing back. Gather. Compress. Lift the sternum and exhale. Double palms pushing the mountain. Gently draw the palms back, holding the Mingmen point. Next section, brushing the knee and then leisurely tying the coat. So left side, brushing the knee, lift the sternum, hold the left hand out while you fold into the left, the right hand circles up. Palms turn center, turn your waist to the front, wipe down, turn your waist to the left, turn the right palm up, lift while you turn the waist back to the right. Breathe in and exhale, Turn the waist. Big spiral. Drop the shoulder and elbow. Double palm to the front. And then nice internal smile. And then repeat on the right side. Brushing the knee first. Feel the warmth of the left palm. Exhale. Hot knife through butter, holding the Mingmen point. Turn. Left hand circles up. Turn the palms. Drop the shoulder and elbow. Right fingertip connects the wrist. Lift straight up while you tuck the elbows down, close to you. Then extend. Open. Then spiral. The whole body spirals. Drop the shoulder and elbow. Double palm to the front. Fingertips are still connected, and then release. One, open and close. Last section 5, fist under elbow. Turn to your right and open, just like we start single whip. But as we turn, the right hand drops, and then you turn the waist and dial the right hand. So the fingertips are pointing straight to the side. And then turn back. Drop the elbows. Right fist under left elbow. Breathe in. And turn and push the right fist straight out. You can rise a little bit, but not too much. And then release. And then fold at the elbow and turn to your right. The left hand falls. Repulse monkey and brushing the knee. First time. Keep on turning to your left. Repulse monkey. Breathing in. Holding pung. One more time. Keep on turning. Left hand comes up. Right hand comes up. Left hand comes down. Fingertips. Lift the sternum. Expand. Turn into your right. Left hand circles up. Right hand falls. Palms turn center to the front, then wipe down. Fingertips connect. Drop your shoulder and elbow as you lift and tuck the elbows in. Extend. Stretch the fingertips. Spiral. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Double palm. Fingertips still connected to the wrist. Close to you, and then let go. Breathe in and out. Last time on the right side. Turn and press and then open, and then start dropping the left and turn the waist. And then turn back. Left hand holds a fist. Right elbow over the fist. Breathe in. Exhale, turn, let the fist come out. Then open and turn to your left. Right palm falls, repulse monkey, and then brushing the right knee. Hot knife through butter. Feel the Mingmen. Keep on turning. Breathing in and out. Hold the structure of pung. Nice and round. And last turn. Leisurely tying the coat. Turn to your left. Right hand circles up. Palms turn center. Wipe down. Start dropping your elbows and shoulders. Lift. Tuck your elbows in. Close to the body. Then extend. Spiral. Right over the tailbone. Drop your shoulders and elbow. Stay close to your heart. Close to your heart. Yeah, then open. Relax and imagine your whole body expanding and floating, holding the structure of pung, holding the awareness of pung. Slowly press one side into the earth, right or left, so one leg can release at a time. Starting to let all the tension go in the rest of the body. So just focusing into the hips. Let them touch. And then slowly relax. Close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. Let everything go. Gently breathing in and out, letting the body calm. Letting everything return back to center. Smile and relax the facial muscles. Smile and make sure you're not holding on to any tension. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Very slowly moving around, move your joints around, rub your hands. Yeah, loosen everything up. Okay. All right, we'll take a short break. Oh, I wanted to show you this. Just those of you who like green tea.